Don't waste your time with a relationship that is going nowhere. Don't spend 5 years of your life, 3 years of your life, 2 years of your life with a guy or with a girl who you know you don't see in the future. Hi guys, welcome back to DearStellaTV. It's your girl Stella. Thank you so much to all our returning subscribers and new subscribers. Here today, we're just going to have a drink and I have a banging topic for the singles. Guys, today I want to talk about a very serious topic for the singles, but it's something that happens more often than we realize, and I just want to prepare them for what is to come, like I always do on my channel. So today, guys, I want to talk about when you say no to a marriage proposal. For example, if a guy asks a girl that he's dating, says, "Will you marry me?" And she says, "Oh, let's see what happens in the future." She doesn't say yes. She's not jumping for joy. Guys, read between the lines. She's not going to marry you. I want to talk to single girls. You've been in a relationship with this guy. You've been dating 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, whatever. And you've been trying to work up the courage to ask him where your relationship is going. Which, by the way, you should be asking from day one, if you ask me. I think the mistake a lot of single people make is they enter into it. Maybe, I don't know what the problem is. Either because they think, I don't want to chase him away. He's just coming, so I can't ask him what he wants from me. I'm talking to single girls now. They're in a relationship 3 years, 2 years, 6 months, whatever, and they finally worked up the courage to ask him, because a lot of single women, single girls were brought up not to be too forward, not to be the one asking the question, you know, when are you going to marry me? When are you going to put a ring on my finger and everything? Some of us are still conservative. I mean, when I was dating, I'm no longer single, of course, I'm married. But when I was single, you know, I wouldn't be out there to just say, when are you going to marry me? When the guy has not asked, you know. So we're not brought up like that. So anyway, these days, people ask, where are we going? Which I think is the right thing to do. You don't want anybody wasting your time as a single girl. You are 32 or 30 or 28 or whatever age you are ready. 20. I was ready to get married at 25. But of course, I didn't marry at 25, but I was ready psychologically, because you have to be ready as well. So you are ready, but the guy is in that. So you walk up your courage to ask this guy and say, "Hello, when are you making an honorable woman of me? When are you going to put a ring on my finger? When are you going to propose?" And he says, "Let's just see where it goes." Girl, read between the lines. That means 3 things. 1, I'm not going to marry you. 2, I just need you to warm my bed a bit longer. If this was the beginning of your relationship and he says that, you know that he's saying that, I want you to warm my bed and my body. And number 3, I need you as a placeholder until I meet the woman of my dreams. Single girl, that is what he's telling you. Run. Pick race, like we say in Nigeria. Pick race. Run from that relationship. It's going to just string you along. Let me tell you, there's some people who don't have the courage to tell you, you are not the one for me. I don't see you in my future. In fact, by that reply, he has just told you that he doesn't see you in his future. He doesn't see you as his wife. Ask me how. How do I know? Why? How I know is that when a guy, ask any guy, when a guy meets the woman he wants to marry, he does not waste time. He knows. You know that thing when they say, when you know, you know. Ask any your colleague, ask them, the person that is married, who is not, when they meet the woman that touches their soul, when they meet their soulmate, they know. They don't want to waste time. They want to quickly make her wifey before somebody else takes her away. So when you see some relationships that is dragging on 4 years, and they eventually marry, let me tell you what's going on there. Apart from the fact that maybe there are exceptional situations where maybe they live in different countries and they are dating, that's different. So it can be a bit longer to, to get it all together. Or they're just starting from the scratch. They don't have money at all. But look, even those guys, sometimes they secure the women in their lives by go and do introduction or go to the registry or something. If a guy wants you for keeps, if he knows in himself that you are a keeper, he will not string you along. He will not drag you on for years. He sees you, he knows he wants to marry you, he will tell you he wants to marry you. You see those ones that do dating relationship for 5 years, they are not ready to marry you. If they eventually marry you, it's because the woman of their dreams, the woman they've been expecting and waiting for, making you a placeholder, never showed up. They never met her or they passed him by without his knowledge. That's the only reason they eventually marry you after like 4, 5, 6, 7 years. Sometimes, it's like they're settling. But they're not going to tell you they're settling. They're not going to tell you that. They'll tell you, oh babe, we've been going out for 7 years. It's only when you get married you will understand what I'm saying. You will understand that that guy was settling because his attitude. Some women will say, when we were dating, he was not like this. Because he wasn't like that because you were not the one he wanted. He was hoping that one day he will meet the woman he wants to spend the rest of his life with. But now he's 35, he's 39, he's 42, 40. His parents are on his neck, pressure. All his friends are married. His colleagues at work. There are some positions, there are some positions that they don't promote you to if you're not married. If he's, in a very, if he's in the corporate world, there are some positions they will encourage you to go and get married before they put you there. So sometimes people marry because of that, just so that they can fit in, they'll be accepted in certain positions. So sometimes that's why they marry. Sometimes they say, okay, this woman will be the one to raise my children. At least I know that, she's well brought up. She's, good Christian woman, God-fearing. At least she will not cheat on me. That's a wishy-washy reason. But anyway, you are married, you are happy. But it's only when you now get married, you now realize that, oops, this guy has changed. He's not dating me anymore. Anyway, so but that's one end of it. I'm saying for people who are saying no to a proposal, there are also some single women who they are being proposed to, and she says no. And as a woman, you have every right to say yes or no, because this is your life. You have to decide what you want to do, right? So now you say no, but please, when you are rejecting, my appeal here is when you want to say no to a guy who has asked you if you marry him and spend the rest of his life, you have to put yourself in his position for him to come up with that proposal that he has really thought about it, he has seen you in his future and all of that. So when you are letting him down, be polite, be respectful. Don't just say, hey, how can you even think? Me and you, we are not in the same level. You are there and I'm here. How dare you? There are some women who are so disrespectful when they are declining. But you've got to be respectful. You've got to put yourself in a person's shoes. That what if, you are desperate for somebody, you are really in love, and you think the guy is in love with you, and you are praying that he asks you to marry him, and he doesn't. So you can imagine how heartbroken you will be. So you have to put yourself in that person's shoe and just be respectful about it. So today, I hope that what I've talked about, you've picked one or two things. I'm just saying, guys, read between the lines. Don't waste your time with a relationship that is going nowhere. Don't spend 5 years of your life, 3 years of your life, 2 years of your life with a guy or with a girl who you don't see in the future. You know that in your heart of hearts, you don't intend to spend the rest of your life with that person. Just let the person go. It's the right thing to do. It's the honorable thing to do. Don't waste their time. Don't string them along. You know, just treat others the way you want to be treated. You understand? I pray that you will be wise in your choices, and I pray God will give you wisdom, that you will ask God for grace and for wisdom to know the man or woman that you should spend your life with, because it can be a very beautiful experience, but it can be a very miserable experience when you get it wrong. All right, so these are two of my books. This is Longing for You Guys. It's a very exciting BWWM read, Black Woman, White Man read, interracial story about a woman who actually made the proposal. She asked him, will you marry me? Remember what I talked about? So guys, if you find it if you buy it on Amazon, Kobo and all of that, let me know. Guys, so this is Red Velvet Rose. It's also available on Amazon and Kobo and No Okada Book Smashword. It's a truly exciting read. Guys, like, share, subscribe, turn on your notification button so that when I upload, you'll be the first person to be notified. Until next time, it's your girl Stella. God bless you.